Hey guys, welcome back to Spilling the Reality with Trisha and Kylie, where we are here to talk about last night's episode of MTV's Catfish with the Russell Hantz and his friend Cowboy from Big Brother. And we are so excited to have two special guests on tonight to talk about the crazy Catfish episode we saw. Oh, get the hat.
Okay, there we go. Now I recognize you.
Yeah. So yes, it's exciting times when Cowboy and Russell Hantz are on an episode of Catfish. I would say.
Yeah. I mean,
Exciting
definitely not the crossover everybody was expecting.
This is what this is about. We want to talk a little bit about the situation where you guys are in at this point in time, and then the rumors that's going around right now. Mike, like I know, that when you do any sort of television appearances, you're going to get everyone starting to talk about, hey, this happened. I have people message me saying, I've talked to her. I said, send me proof, and they did that. So if we would have known more, the show would have been a hell of a lot more interesting. It was a good show, though. It was a great show. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought that they put it together well, as best that they could.
Absolutely.
In the short period that they really had, because I only talked to them for a day or so. I know you talked to them for a couple of days, 2 or 3 days, actually.
Yeah.
So,
Russell, are you just saying that because they put your hot photo up at the very beginning?
That was my hot. I'm glad that they used my hot photo, though. That was good stuff. I'm like, yes.
That was a hot photo, Russell.
Yeah,
that was the best photo I've ever took in my life. Did you choose that
photo, or did they pick
Appreciate that. I do look like that sometimes, but you got to be like 10 shots in a tequila.
And then his clothes falls off.
So
go ahead, Trisha.
Cowboy, so at the very beginning of the episode, we get you on, and Russell has kind of said, I have this friend, and he is talking to this girl, Julia, and I just have some concerns. And we get you on, and the first bomb we get is that, well, I'm married. And so we all need an update. Are you still married? What's the latest?
I get that. I mean, the thing is, I understand what that feels like to be separated for a long period of time.
It's 2020. So, I mean, getting divorced this year is probably the hardest.
Yeah. So I don't know why people are really going at Cowboy when it comes to him still married by law, because when you're separated, then it's just sometimes it's not as easy to get them words on the paper to say you're divorced. So,
yeah, because what people don't realize is we lived in 2 different houses for over 1.5 years. So this process did not just begin just this year. So this process has been going on for a minute. And then I do have the divorce papers, so that will be final next year. So it's one of those things, like Russell said. I mean, it was a separation. I mean, this is, people date all the time when they're separated from marriage and things like that. And, I will say that we did try to make it work again when I moved to Florida, or it wasn't totally moved into Florida the first time, but she came out for a week. We tried it, and she broke up with me through a text message. So after 7 years, you can imagine that was a dagger.
Yeah, I could only imagine. And that was right at the beginning of 2020, right? And you also talk about, you lost your mom, and I could imagine that being a very tough time for you to go through.
2020 has sucked butt.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
not just for me, but for many, many Americans, you know, and people in the, you know, world in general.
Yeah, for sure. So, okay, Russell, when did Julia slide into your DMs?
I can't hear it. Are you talking, Kylie?
Yes.
I can hear you, Kylie.
Oh,
Okay,
you
listen.
heard her?
I can hear you.
What the hell's going on here up in my kitchen? Go ahead, try
I'm
it
like,
again.
okay.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I'll translate.
no, I don't hear nothing she's saying. What's happening? I'll read your lips. Go ahead.
Okay. When did she slide into
I
your
still
DM?
don't- It's crazy.
So she says, when did Julia slide into your DMs, Russell?
My DMs. Okay. Now, it was a long time ago, like 9 years ago or so. This is how I put it to MTV. You know, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, especially networks. I love all the networks. Call me. But but it was, I said initially that I wasn't sure, but I'm almost positive that I know this girl. Like, it was that type of, look, I cannot sign a waiver saying I'm 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. In other words, I'm a betting man, and I would bet that this happened.
She
But I
looks
wasn't.
familiar to you.
She looked very, very familiar, and I said that right off the bat to Michael. I said, she looks very familiar to me.
So
And
when we can't hear,
but then we see that she messaged the two Jameses, right? And then also new to the mix as she messaged Rachel Swindler from Big Brother as well, which is fine because
Right. They actually went to school together. They were in high school and college together. They're from the same town.
they are, but Rachel didn't know her from school. I got off the phone with her 5 minutes ago. She said that she remembers her, and she went to an event that she did. Once she did an event, she sent her a few messages,
Right.
and so what I'm saying is just the reality of my mind. I'm thinking, okay, am I crazy? Did she not message? Like, is it, maybe it's just, she just messaged Michael and James. Maybe that's the only two. There he goes. He left us.
I think his phone, he did say at the beginning his phone might die.
yeah. So
Kylie,
I think he might be back.
I don't not understand why I can't hear Kylie.
I don't know.
What
Michael's
is going
back.
on?
So this is definitely coming off, you know, from an outsider's perspective that, you know, this girl is familiar to many reality stars in the specifically maybe the Survivor, Big Brother realm. Maybe goes to events like Heart of Reality or whatever.
Which is okay. That's okay to have people that's super fans of the show.
Yeah,
You know, it's okay.
It comes off that she, you know, is sliding into multiple people's DMs.
Yeah.
Right. So for me, I know Michael's here we were going to do this. Michael's here to protect her. That's why he's here. He wants to defend her, which is admirable, and I'm all for it. So, Michael, we're going to ask you, you know, a few questions that I want to know. After you heard,
I want to say that Julia would be here right now, but she got some news about her grandmother. She's doing Christmas with her father and stuff, so this didn't fit in the schedule. So that is right. I mean, I don't know all the facts, you know, what's going to happen, but I'm going to do my best. I mean,
so give us an update with you and Julia. Where are things right now?
My question to Mike is, because we talked about it briefly, but we didn't really go into detail when you found out that she was talking to, I could care less that she sent nudes, 5-6 years ago.
Right.
So what? But where I was having the problem is he said he talked that she texted him and said, I miss you 2 weeks ago. I miss you. Those are words that you use. You don't just use those words just randomly.
She said that to who?
To James.
Yeah, but that didn't happen. I can vouch for it.
So he said that happened.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a lot of things that but that didn't happen.
Do you think that he's lying?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, okay. So you think James is completely? What about the naked pictures?
So yeah, that didn't happen except a bikini on a boat.
James don't seem like the kind of guy that would lie like that, man.
I promise you that did not happen.
Why would he? Why do you think he would lie? Like, what is his reasoning?
Reality TV, babe. I mean, really. I mean, it's reality TV.
But he's not getting. There's no way production told him, "Hey, James, say that you got naked pictures from her."
I think he just.
Well, I mean,
he says he's running for mayor.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know Julia and I don't know James, but I was going to bring up that point. We are in Texas, and we know that James did run for mayor, so it kind of seems a little bit counter to what he is trying to do with the direction of his life. To be like, yeah, this girl sent me some nudes because.
Right. No, absolutely. But this is the thing. How many girls have sent me nudes? I mean, it happens. The thing is it wasn't like it happened 2 weeks ago, when we were, talking, and so this is the thing is, I mean, my past relationship in a way is none of her business. She could rip some of my stuff up. I promise you.
Hey, has she ever sent you nudes?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not. We are taking this relationship very slow, and I can respect that.
Have you tried to talk to James and ask why he would lie about that? Because that would be a major problem for me if I was talking to someone and some random dude said, "Hey, yeah, this girl sent me nudes." Like that is a discussion that I'm gonna have.
So, the thing is I wasn't even in the picture, so to me it doesn't matter. I want to focus on the present.
But you're saying that she didn't send. If you're not if you're saying maybe she did, but it doesn't matter to me, that's different than saying she didn't do that. You know what I mean?
And I see what you're saying. I'd rather put my energy somewhere else than mess with the drama part of that side. Did I call him and did I talk to him? Yes, I have. But I mean, the thing is, James and I are friends just like you and I. I mean, I've been in James's house. Like, we're friends. So it's one of those things where I don't want to mess with that because, to one, we are friends and I don't want to mess that up.
Okay. Well, I mean, so it really doesn't bother you if she sent him nudes or not?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Absolutely not.
What about her? And I just said earlier that wouldn't bother me either. What she does, she does. But what would have bothered me is when he said, I talked to her 2 weeks ago. And she said, I miss you. So you don't believe that either?
No, absolutely. Do I feel like
have you asked her? Have you asked her? You just saying you don't believe?
No. I know that he will write things on Snapchat, things like that. But guys, I mean, I can really say that she has not had the relationship like she does with me with James. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. Again, why put the energy into that pocket when I need to focus on right now.
So, Trisha, I'm gonna let you read Willie Hantz's message he just put on the board there. He's messaging the world.
Oh, where is it?
I didn't see
You don't see it?
No.
Mm-mm.
Hang on.
It's on the.
Yeah, someone said, "Ha ha,
You
Willie."
don't see it?
Mm-mm.
Like I don't see it.
Well, I see it. He says, if anyone wants to send me nudes, he will not tell anyone.
Damn right.
Secret safe with him.
Right.
So Cowboy, do you and Julia have any Christmas plans, like to hang out or do anything together?
What's the update on the relationship?
So yes, we're doing Christmas with her mom on Christmas, and so I have talked to her mom several times on the phone. Get along with her mom. Get along with her sister. I get along with Julia. Things are going really good. I really can't complain. I feel like this relationship is very different because of the elements in both of our lives. We both have dealt with anxiety and depression and, losing my mother and everything, 2020, and I ended up getting COVID. I mean, it's been a crazy year. And so Julia and I really meshed very well. I got to go and watch her coach basketball. She's a heck of a basketball coach. She loves sports just as much as me. And so we really mesh very well.
So are y'all in the same town?
What do you mean?
Where are y'all living? Where do y'all live?
I live outside of Tampa. She lives in South Carolina.
Okay.
So do you worry, Cowboy, that he is going to break your heart, or it seems like you're kind of open or okay with some of these things she's doing. So is there anything she could do to break your heart in a distrustful way, or have y'all had that conversation?
I mean, we've had several conversations about our relationship. The thing is I'm 40 years old. I've learned patience. I've gone through a lot in my life. Last year being arrested for something I didn't even do. My son was beating up on me. I threw him down on the ground to protect myself, and I went to jail. And I'm the one that called the police. So that was, very hard to go through. And she knows that. And one thing I love about Julia is that she does not judge me, because I promise you, she could judge me on a lot of things. I mean, believe me, my life is not as perfect as hers,
Yeah.
and, but the thing is, it's what's crazy. And I will say this, it's different being a male versus being a female. And so people hold females to a higher level, and, they're human just like us men.
Well, I can vouch, and I know you've been getting hate from two different things. One, people say you're still married. That's just stupidity. And then two, they're saying you went to prison for beating up your son. If anybody can see or know Cowboy, we know he didn't beat up his son. What happened was his son tried to beat him up. He defended himself. He called the cops. He goes to jail. Cowboy's
No
not.
targets.
Yeah, Cowboy's not the one that's going to beat up his son. Russell Hantz is the one that would beat up his son. Because if my son tries to fight me, I'm beating him up. So I'm just saying, all that craziness is craziness. That's not at all have anything to do with what the show or what we're trying to talk about with the show. So the thing is, man, do you see yourself with her 3 years from now?
Absolutely. I mean, if I didn't, why am I wasting my time here meeting her? I'm not investing my time for a week 2-week, vacation to hang out with her. I'm looking long-term commitment. And, I feel like she is as well.
So we got this comment here, and I think this is kind of the thought for a lot of people. Someone says, Mike is a great person. I hope that Julia's not taking him for a ride. And I think that's kind of what people are kind of getting at is, you do see where she's been contacting multiple people from Big Brother and Survivor, and just the concern that comes with of, like, is she just trying to be in a relationship with you because of your status from the show?
Well, I will say this. Julia did not hit on me. Like, the conversation was literally, and I also did an interview that's going to be coming out on iClick tomorrow. And so I even talked about this where she messaged me asking questions about the show, how I did it, what I thought, things like that. I was going through a hard part of my life, and so I wasn't really interested in Big Brother airs, and she starts asking me questions about Big Brother. And so, to be honest, I tried to push her away. I said, do you got a husband? Do you got a boyfriend? And literally, I was trying to push her away. And, she's like, I want to focus on being a teacher. I don't want to, have a relationship. And I still went for it. And so I was the aggressor. That wasn't even her thought process reaching out to me.
Okay.
So do y'all have a label for your relationship now? Like, do you consider yourselves boyfriend and girlfriend, or is this still just we're seeing kind of where this goes type of thing? Like, what conversations have y'all had about that?
We're still in process of conversations, but I do feel like with what I've read with her tweets and things like that, I know that when I talk about her to people, I say my girlfriend, and I feel like she's very loyal to me. And that's what I will say is what I feel like is if these was happening, and I've told her this, if this happened last week or 2 weeks or even a month ago, then I would be done. She knows my thought process on all this.
You worry about her getting, because now she's a reality person, like just like that, she's a reality person. Do you worry about her getting messages and then her moving forward with some other, good looking, charming, whomever it may be,
model,
like randomly, constantly messaging her, because now she's going to get more messages than she's ever did in her life?
So a good person once told me that if you stress and you worry about the other person cheating on you, it's going to stress you out and it's going to make you sick to death, where you're throwing up, things like that. So if she's going to cheat on me, she's going to cheat on me. But
Michael, you have to be wise to the fact that kind of thing, like, you have to keep your eyes open, though. I'm not.
I'm not disagreeing.
You're right with that statement. That's a good statement. But you have to keep your eyes open, because if something like that would happen and you've seen it, you can't. Like, I feel with that.
If I see it, I'm done. If I see it, I'm done.
Yeah.
And we've had that conversation, like I said, we talk a lot. We talk 2 to 3 hours a day on the phone. We really do. So we've had several conversations. There's still a lot of conversations we still need to have. But, the thing is it's timing. Our biggest things, we wanted this to air and be able to meet. This is the first time that we've got to meet face to face.
Okay.
Right. Did this put a strain on, do you think that this put a strain on you guys' relationship, or did it help it?
I think it helped it. I think it built where we are now. I feel like if we can go through this and live through this, I mean, this is craziness because, you know, I remember, so I went and I did research when Facebook actually came out. It came out in November of 2004, where I got out of Big Brother September of 2004. So like Facebook was not there, social media wasn't there. And so like, I'm not gonna lie, last night was very exhausting for me. Like the text messages, the messages, and the things on Facebook. I mean, it really was overwhelming, and it's crazy. Russell, I mean, you know that.
I get that because I did not play in the social media era. People think, oh yeah, because they see it now on Netflix and all that. But season 19 and 20 wasn't during the social media era. I had, matter of fact, when I started season 19, I had MySpace.
Yes, where you can play music and things like that.
I love MySpace. You put the music on the side. You see what people like.
Son of a bitch.
I loved it.
Ask Russell if he put poverty in his top 6.
Russell, and I think based on this conversation, Kylie brings up a point. We need to know who's in your top 8.
My top what?
In your top 8 on MySpace.
Oh, you mean of what does that mean?
On MySpace.
You know how you like ranked your friends? It was
like, no, I didn't. No, I didn't know poverty. I didn't know poverty. And when I left Survivor after that, when I left, I had MySpace when I left for Survivor. When I came back, it was gone. Like a fart in the wind. It's like no more MySpace. That was you can look at the dates. And I guarantee you the dates of me leaving for Survivor and coming back, it was MySpace, Facebook. So, you know, and I hated Facebook. I'm like, what is all these words? Like just a bunch of nothing. You don't have music you can play. You don't have like different things you can
no background.
Yeah, I loved it.
So Cam K asked, so what's wrong with a 5-minute FaceTime in the morning or before bed? And like, why did it take so long for you and Julia to connect, either on FaceTime or, you know, face to face? We know this was the first time y'all did that.
Yeah.
You know, the biggest thing is, and I do believe this, is, you know, in 2017, obviously, you know, she was raped. And I think that really did affect her towards men in itself. And I do feel like it's very hard to be open and be there and try to, I mean, she was afraid to tell me, and I get it because I wouldn't want to tell everybody, you know, hey, I've been raped, you know?
Yeah.
And so it did take a little bit longer. You know, but you know, the thing is like I said, the show opened the door for all that to happen. You know, Russell, her and I was only talking 4.5 months when we even started the process of Catfish. So, I mean, it's one of those things where I think, and just with Russell and I talking, Catfish had to happen to even say, okay, I'm done with this person, or because it made no sense. There was some red flags. Yeah. And so Catfish brought us together to be able to open up and become the best friends that we are.
You would have to think that James is a complete, total liar, because if she's that uncomfortable because she was raped, I'm not saying she wasn't, I'm not even going to get into that. But then James is saying that this person sends naked pictures to her, then that has to be a total fabrication when she's sitting there and don't even want to show her face. When she's showing her entire body to James in 2018 or whatever it was. So it has to be a lie. For her to be
Russell, truthful. You answered it, Russell. It is a lie. I do believe that 100%. 100%.
What if he can prove it?
Did she also know that you were married?
What if he proves it?
He can't.
Have you talked to James about this? Because I can't remember what you said. I know you said y'all are friends. So have you had a conversation with James? Like,
I did have a conversation. When you see me leave the computer in the living room, I called James that moment.
mm-hmm.
And does he
James
say that it's not true?
So he basically went, his words was, I signed a paper and I'm just not going to talk about it. It would be different if I called you, Russell, and you would have probably told me the truth right then, because we kind of bend the rules a little bit.
So did she know that you were married?
You think that
before this?
Say that again?
Did you know that you were married, Michael?
Yes.
She did know?
Yes.
It would make me wonder, based on what you're saying and kind of how she was talking to you, like, did she ever say that that was a fear? Like, she could have also been worried about being hurt.
Oh, absolutely. That was a very conversational piece. I mean, why wouldn't it? You know, she was afraid that could be a possibility. But the thing is more we built our relationship, she could trust me. Like, I feel like I do trust her right now.
Yeah. The thing is, just like Sean Brandon's dad's on the chat right now, and he said everyone wants to believe this is a happily ever after true story. You know why? Because we want the best for you, Michael. We want this to be real. We want this to be exactly how you feel right now. But they have some people out there that feel that it's not. You know, that, and then let's say Jane, let's say I find out a few things. Then would you want me to come forward to you personally? I'm not saying on social media. Would you want me to come at you and say, hey, man, I found out this, you need to stop talking to her? Or would you want me to leave it alone and just still have that romantic fairy tale love that you're looking for?
So my answer to that is, if it happens next week, yes, I want you to tell me. But that was 3 years ago. I wasn't even talking to her then.
So if she sent James nudes, then it debunks her whole story, man. If she did that, then it debunks everything that she, like, it doesn't make, nothing makes sense if she actually really did that. Which I'm not saying she did. You saying she didn't. I don't have any proof that she did.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm going to defend her and say that I know with a question and doubt. You know, guys, I mean, I barely have got a picture of her toe. I mean, literally, she stumped her toe, and that's the picture. So that is the closest nude that I have received. You know, so I mean, this is the thing. Was there flirtation between the two? Yes, absolutely. I believe that 100%. But I feel like at this given moment in my relationship, that I feel like it's not based on a lie at this given moment. If lies started popping up and then I would question it. But the thing is James was 3 years ago. I want to say this. I want to say this. James pulls some beautiful women. So for me to even be able to have a shot with this young lady, I tell you what, I'm so proud.
But look, the point is, if you can't say, if you find out that that's true, that she sent James nudes, then you can't say it was 3 years ago. It doesn't matter, because everything you're saying now is out the window. She just sent you a picture of her toe, and she's going to send a picture of a JJ to James. That doesn't make sense. So you have to stick to the fact that she didn't do it. Because if she did do it,
She didn't do it.
okay, then that should be all it should be. It shouldn't be, 2-3 years ago, whatever she did, send news to this person. It doesn't matter to me. If she's only sending you pictures of her toe, then it should matter to you. So maybe she didn't do it because she doesn't sound like the person that's going to send pictures of her body when she's only sending you pictures of her toe.
Oh, believe me. I mean, I'm not going to say I didn't want to see any of it, but the thing is, I'm also being respectful. Like I said, this is a very different situation where, as somebody that has gone through what she's gone through, I'm 40 years old. I've got a little bit of patience, a little bit. I've raised 3 kids pretty much by myself. And so it's like one of those things where I have I've been married 3 times. So I have literally messed up 3 times. And maybe it's because I did rush things, and so I love that we're taking it very slow. And you cannot be afraid of putting your heart out there. I mean, you really can't.
Does she
has a very sexy toe, Sean. Love you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think ultimately.
Okay. This is the deal, Mike. If she does you wrong, then we want you to come on the show and we're going to talk about it. The day before your wedding, we want you to come on the show. We'll talk about it. So we're both ways. We want to talk about this relationship and where it goes.
Okay.
And I think the masses of the people, especially people we have in our chat right now, and the vibe that I've seen in positivity is that everyone really wants this to work out.
Yes.
Yes. Wants this to be, and I think, there's just the people that are really our friends with you that just, they care and they don't want you to end up hurt. You are just coming out of, a long relationship, a marriage, and don't want you to be hurt again. So that's it. And
where are you right now, Mike? Where are you right now?
I'm in the condo.
You with her now?
No, she's at her father's tonight. She'll be here tomorrow.
Okay. Have you kissed her yet?
Absolutely not.
You haven't even kissed her yet.
I'm being a gentleman.
I mean, he's a gentleman. You're right. Trisha Kiley, you probably on the side of that, but I'm kissing her. If I'm the whole night, at least a kiss.
Well, I tell you what, to me, it's going to be worth the wait, because I tell you what, the night that it happens,
it's going to be an impressive. So
say
Mike,
what?
If 2 months go down the road, Mike, 2 months, I'm going to give it 2 months, and you haven't kissed her yet, will you be like, hold up, wait a minute? Or will you give her that much time? How much time will you give before you go in for the kiss?
I don't have an answer. I'm going to plead the fifth.
A Christmas kiss. That's what I'm calling for.
Did you shave for the kiss?
We'll see. What was Trisha? What was you saying about my face?
I said, did you shave for the kiss?
What?
Well, I shaved because she does like clean shave, and she really likes my sexy dimple.
You gotta have an email.
Oh, okay.
Well, hold on, Willie wants to
never. Huh?
Willie might want to come live.
I don't know.
Oh, first time.
First time ever.
Just
wow.
We need an email.
I don't know how to get one, man.
You don't have an email address?
Phone. You got that phone right there.
Russell needs to log out. And
but I don't know what email address you would send it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
The Cowboy comes on and everyone wants to come join us live and talk with you.
Well, I tell you what, I respect the Hantzes. I really do. Like, I got to see their hard work through their parents. And I tell you what, I think the world of their parents. I mean, you can see where they get the values because it's incredible.
Well, it's so nice of you to say.
Oh, I think the world of them. They're just great people.
Does Julia have an opinion of Russell or the Hantz family?
You know,
Now
the
that
thing
Russell's
is,
not here. That's
you know, the thing is, she's going through the motions, and there's a lot of opinions, and the thing is she's right to those. It's called a healing process, and she's still having to go through what we've seen. We went live last night, and I probably regret going live on my Facebook page. We should have waited until today before she, left to go see her dad. And that was my fault. I thought we could, do it, but I mean, it was overwhelming for both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a lot for you guys to take a lot in, digest it. I mean, like you said, you guys are still learning a lot about each other. And it's kind of like we're all watching you guys learn about each other. And I know that's a lot of pressure, especially for someone who isn't used to that type of,
There he is.
There. Hey, Kylie,
Russell.
can you message Willie never goes live, by the way. Never. So I'm curious what he has to say.
He don't. He don't.
Hantz Tankering at
Hey, give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Give me 2 seconds.
What was it, Russell?
Hantz Tankering at AOL.com. TANKERING.
Can you hear me now?
Send me a link there.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no. Tommy Smokes is my boy.
I like Tommy Smokes.
He's my boy. I'm like Tommy. I'm like Tommy. You need to all this stuff you do. I said you need to send a video.
Yeah, but
are you sending it
like
that?
He's in with the tops.
Oh no, he's the boy. He's the man.
Did you send
Tommy's
it?
my boy. Hold on, I'm about to get it.
Russell,
Tell me when you send it.
Why can't you hear me?
I cannot hear nothing you're saying. This is weird.
Get all the way out.
I'm reading lips.
She said, "Get out." She said, "Get all the way out. Come back in."
It's weird. I can't hear her. Hantz Tankering at AOL.com. You didn't send it yet.
I just sent it. It came from my email.
That's people be dealing with all the time.
I'm gonna get out.
You need to say
we do things all the time.
I know, but you need to just tell them we need to do reality podcasts all the time.
What happened to
Anytime.
everybody's?
No, Kylie left so that she can come back and you can hear her.
Yeah, because I can't do this without hearing Kylie. It blows my mind. Okay, here it is. Here.
I need my headphones.
Nope.
Kenny,
Just go somewhere you can hear it.
Russell.
I hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
Oh wow.
Wow, that was weird.
Yeah.
All right, see if Willie is.
Okay, I think
You might have to.
I'm
put some
so
more
excited.
I don't know.
So, Cowboy, we need to do a Big Brother Daily Live Feeds update. So, next Big Brother season, maybe you want to get on and talk to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Unless if I'm on.
Okay. If you're on, then we'll just be rooting for you.
We'll be rooting for you, and once this season ends, we'll have you.
Just now.
Oh,
You were just there.
No.
Yeah.
You were just there.
I know. I don't know what I did. I just grabbed the phone.
the crowd is going wild over here.
Hold on. Let me get me a.
Do I need a headphone too?
I also want to just give a shout out to Russell for sponsoring his YouTube channel on Catfish.
And for showing the Roseanne blanket on national television. And okay, I'm just saying, but did you hear Cammie say that they were going to spill the tea? I was like, and that was a shout out to us.
Definitely.
So, just saying, y'all. Okay, the Hantz brothers trying to figure some shit out.
They're probably trying to get in separate rooms.
Yeah, because my phone's at 13%, but I'm trying to go to a plan B. So,
All right, Cowboys.
You can do that right now.
Yeah. I'm gonna go smoke anyway.
oh, hey, buddy.
Let me see.
Hey, Bob.
Hello?
We can hear
I don't
you.
hear nothing.
Oh, God.
You don't hear us?
Mm-mm.
Can you hear us?
It's not going in.
Go outside and unplug it.
I unplugged it.
Go outside and do it.
Is it connected to yours or something?
No.
Sean says he feels left out.
Oh.
Well, I mean, he can join too.
Can you hear us
It's
now?
not doing it.
This is a bad.
This is where Trisha and I would just X out and just start.
Oh, no.
That's what we did one time.
It's roboting, man. It's
It's can't unplug it in here though in there.
look.
But you can't do it in there because it's too close.
Okay, well that's what it is. Okay.
It might be too close. I don't.
Yeah.
I act like I'm on a computer.
The thing is we can hear both of y'all.
Yeah.
They can't hear us.
You hear it? You hear us now?
Yeah.
We don't see.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Oh,
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Bob.
we're too close. So tell Michael what you think about this Catfish
Hello?
episode.
Hey, Bob.
Yeah, I think it's just too close. You can't connect in the same place. I don't know. I guess talk or something. I don't know. Hello?
Can you
We
hear
can
us?
hear you.
We hear you.
Holy moly. What the hell?
Look, we don't see nothing. Smile.
Man, this
No.
sucks nuts, bro. Housekeeping? Housekeeping?
We hear you. We hear you.
I can't hear any of y'all. Oh, son of a bitch.
It's so funny. He probably doesn't know that we can hear him.
No.
Yeah.
we don't.
Oh, man. I need to get an email, I would think.
Yes. Emails work. He don't have an email.
Oh, there we go.
You hear us?
Oh, man.
This is a Verizon commercial. Like, can you hear
Can
me
you
now?
hear me now?
This
Hey.
is T-Mobile, by the way, just so y'all know.
Hey, use that. Green
that?
Hantz. And you're on my phone. You're using yours and it's connected and it's bouncing off each other.
It's doing bouncies. It's doing bouncies. Like,
The
I don't know how you're 40 years old and you don't have an email.
At the Hantz house.
That's pretty impressive.
It is, though, isn't it?
Can y'all even see me?
Not
but
now. You're not. Now he's not connected.
What is this? What is this email?
I don't know. Avoid the porn.
Hey, just have them kind of go head to head with you.
I don't know how to look for your email.
No, put Dad's in.
What is Dad's email? How is that going to go on your phone, though?
It will. Well, I don't know. I don't even know how to. Somebody.
That's not going to work. You have to be able to click into his email. You have to have his phone.
I'll do it right now.
I don't know his email. You know Dad's email?
This is one of the moments where it's like, if me or Kylie lived closer to Russell, we could just go in there and help you guys out.
Dude, I'm terrible at this kind of stuff. Like, I got $15,000 I'm invested right now in cryptocurrency, and my site just disappeared. And I'm like,
Your MySpace.
what am I supposed to do?
Right.
So I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? It's on my phone. So I'm like, oh, well, it's 15,000. Forget about it. whatever.
What?
Just $15,000, no big deal.
Maybe I can pay somebody, like, I'll give you $100 if you can bring this back up for me.
Oh, someone will jump on that.
Yeah, I'm sure the chat is the chat willing. Let me. I lost the chat. Hang on.
We're struggling here tonight,
Oh.
y'all.
So is she watching this right now, Michael?
I'm thinking she's probably already went to bed. I mean, it's midnight here, so.
Shit, it is kind of late.
So do
Russell,
you?
can you hear me now? Because I feel like I can't.
Yeah, I know. I hear you. I hear you.
Okay.
Michael, do you feel a romantic connection? It's very rare. There's only one time in my life, or maybe twice, that someone actually took my breath away when I kissed them. Do you think that do you think that's like mutual between
100%. 100%.
So you think she wants to kiss you so bad right now, but she's not, because she wants it to last. She wants it to mean more.
I think that you've got the nerves that plays a role in this. You know, we want to make sure. I mean, this is the thing. I mean, our conversations are private per se, but I mean, like I said, the conversations that we have takes us long term. Like, really, I feel like I have nothing to lose. I mean, literally, I am happy being with this woman. Like, how she makes me feel, she understands me as much as I understand her. And, you know, I will show you the very first thing that I did give her when we met. Let me see if I can do this. So I kind of gave her a rose and a glass for the bachelor. So I literally gave her my rose.
This is the sweetest little love story. So, like, I'm on board. I hope it works out.
Okay, Kylie, we all hope it works out. Do you think that it will work out? Like, logically. Let's talk, because that's what we do on this show.
I mean, okay, let's talk logically. You're in two different states. So have y'all had a conversation about one of you uprooting and moving?
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. I mean, but you got to realize, I mean, 8 hours, you know, or 8.5 hours, whatever, to her is not that bad. But we have had that conversation. You know, the biggest thing is I'm actually studying and taking the test to sell insurance for Florida. So my biggest thing is I'm trying to build that up before this carries over. So it's one of those things where we have had those discussions, and I really feel very confident in where this would go.
So who is ready to move from where? Who's going to move?
We both are.
Okay.
Oh, y'all both move.
We both are. Oh, yeah, I'm moving. Sorry, my ADHD, and then I'm charging my phone on a stand-up charger, holding it. So I apologize. I'm trying to stay on the whole time.
You want to come on back up?
We've had some long ones. So
hold on.
We're gonna
because if I don't do this, I'll die because I'm at 11%.
Okay.
Makes you look better.
Hantz.
Hey, Russell.
What's going on, boys?
How are you?
I'm doing good. How's everybody?
Yes.
Great.
Huh?
Well, I tell you what, I'm blessed to have you on the screen because I know how hard that is for you.
Man, I'm supporting you, bro. I just want you to know that. I don't know. Yeah, man, I'm not here to hate on you, you know. I wish the best for you, you know. I was trying to get on I don't know how to get an internet, obviously, so I guess that's not good. So but hey, man,
the password. Hey, the password's on the refrigerator.
Refrigerator? No,
yes,
yeah, but
your mom's got the password on the refrigerator.
I don't know how to get on. I don't know my what's that called? Email.
Oh, password.
Yeah. So, but anyway, I just wanted to let you know that, you know, I didn't think the girl was real to begin with, but other than that, you know, I think that you're in a good spot. You know, just protect yourself, though. You know, if it goes wrong, then don't go commit suicide or anything. You know, I've been in some bad relationships, so I just want to let you know that. But yeah, man. I mean, do you think, bro?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, man.
You know, I tell you what, Willie makes some mean po' boys on his dad's food truck. He really does. I've had a couple of them. They're delicious.
Yeah.
Well, at Julia's wedding, Willie can cater.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I would like that. But anyway, I just really wanted to come on and tell you, you know, I didn't think it was real. But, you know, obviously I don't know the situation, but I just want you to be able to protect your own self and not worry about, you know, if something crazy does happen, you know, I don't want you to get invested to where it's going to destroy you. You know, that's the main thing I'm concerned about.
Well, I mean, I could also turn this as well for her is here's a man that's been married 3 times, you know, and she's taking a shot at that where I'm taking a shot with what she's got. So to me, I mean, we're both taking risk in this relationship.
Yeah, I understand that. You know, it's just a weird situation, you know. I mean, when I was 13 or 14 years old, I started dating my baby's mama, okay? And at that point, nobody could tell me. Nobody. My parents, my daddy, my mama, my grandparents, they couldn't tell me that was a bad relationship for me. They couldn't, because I wanted it so bad. You know, it took me into a situation where what anybody told me didn't matter. So I ended up getting her pregnant at a young age, and you know, and I'm glad that happened. But
Amen.
But nobody could have told me at that point that was bad for me. And we didn't stay together. We had 2 beautiful kids together, but we didn't stay together. And when I look back on it, I think to myself, well, they were probably right. I'm glad I did what I did because I had my 2 kids, but probably right when they made when they were trying to tell me what I was doing at that time for being wise, you know. But sometimes we're just blind because we love so much. And that's my whole thing, man. You know, I don't want you to get hurt. And listen, I don't know you that good, Michael. I really don't. Sean knows you better than I do. Russell knows you better than I do. I really don't. But you know, I just don't want you to get caught in a situation where you're so blinded by your love that it's gonna, it could hurt you in the long run. Is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, Willie, you need to write Hallmark cards because that was pretty damn good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm emotional, girl.
Yeah, same here. Same here.
So, Willie, she didn't slide into your DMs too?
I mean, anybody can slide in my DMs. I'm saying. Send me all the nudes you want. I won't tell no one. Not a person. I got girls. Listen, I got girls sending me nudes all the time, and they got 1 follower, and I'm like, she's a real girl though.
That's the real deal.
Huh?
That nude came straight from Google.
Oh yeah, I did. But I'm okay with it because I could think that girl wants me, and you know.
And it's probably a 40-year-old man in
New Jersey. I'm almost certain. That's the reason why I told Michael when this all started. I was like, "That's not real, man," because I've seen this time and time and time and time. I'm gonna get my social media page, and I was like, "Nah, they're not real. They're not. That's not the case." But I guess some of them are real. I mean, I might need to start paying attention more than I do.
Yeah, I guess we need to take some tips from Cowboy on knowing who's real and who's not.
Huh?
I said, I guess we need to take some tips
Yeah,
from Cowboy.
for sure.
Got it figured out.
Cowboy's got it all figured out. We should do that. But anyway, Russell's not here. I don't know what to do with my hands.
You're doing a great job giving Cowboy advice. I feel like you have given him some great advice where Russell's kind of given him, y'all are like the devil and the angel. Like,
Yeah.
exactly.
Russell's like, you're screwed.
I just got a temper. Everybody thinks I'm crazy, but I just got a temper, and I made mistakes, and it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, I hope it works out for Cowboy. I really do. I don't wish negative on anybody. I hope that everything works out for them. I just protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. I've dealt with some crazy girls in my life, and I'm sure there's crazy guys too. Not just saying there's all crazy girls, but I'm just saying that I've dealt with girls, and I'm not trying to piss on you, Cowboy. It's an awesome thing if it works out. So just protect yourself, and that's it, man.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like I said, man. It's got nothing to do. I would tell any guy this. That's just the way it is. But anyway, keep it out your booty. All right, guys. Russell's right here. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Thanks for joining us, Willie.
All right, babe.
Yes, thank you. Love you, brother.
Yeah. All right.
Welcome back.
So yeah, that's the thing. Everybody wants it to work out for you, Michael. We don't come at you for any other reason than to be like, the reason that we're concerned is because we know you. We know you as a person. So we want it to work out, but we don't want you to get manipulated. That's
Right.
all we're saying. That's all we're really saying. So ultimately, hopefully, we're all, because I can tell you in my mind right now, it's not going to work out. I'll just be straightforward with you. I wanted to, but I'll think out loud. I think out loud all the time. It's probably a negative trait that I have.
Negative Nancy.
But I want it to work, but in my mind, it's like it's not going to work.
So Russell,
but I do hope I'm wrong. I do hope I'm wrong.
So Russell, you're a gambling man, just like I am.
Yes.
I tell you what, a year from this date,
Okay.
if I am with Julia, if I'm still with Julia, you give me $300. If I'm not, you get $300. That's how much I believe this is going to work.
I tell you what, if you're with her and you've already been romantic with her, the whole 9 yards, I'll give you $300. If none of that happens,
not sex.
Michael,
They have religious.
if you're with her for a year, how long you been with her now, Michael? How long has it been?
They just met.
But they're not.
Yeah, we just met. You're right. Okay, ladies, be in my corner right now. I need you.
They're not putting a time limit on that. Because I
I'm
know about religious and how that's important to both of you guys in a relationship.
That is a possibility. You're right, Trisha. So this wouldn't be a good bet because I need the sex. So it's just not a good bet.
The only way that would work for me is if we got married in 2021 and then that happened.
If you get married, you're gonna have, yeah. No, I'm just saying that if you are truthful to who, you want to stay truthful to your Christianity, she wants to, then I can't be the one that says, hey, you owe me $300. I mean, that would be just not right. But
Russell has morals, y'all. Russell has morals.
But I do need
He does.
I need the sex.
Well, okay. So moving away from this conversation slightly, what do Trisha and I have to do to get $300?
That's Russell. Yeah, Russell.
Y'all, you should come to. We're gonna have. I don't know if we're doing the cruise. I think the cruise is gonna happen.
We're not going on the cruise.
Oh my goodness! I literally got a text from a friend and said I would take that bet and add another zero.
Hey, look, I don't know if the cruise. I think the cruise is going to happen, but I don't think we're going to go because they're going to do mandatory stuff that we're not going to want to do at this point in time. It's just too fast. So that other thing that we had, if Michael and her could come, that would be a pretty cool thing. Michael, would you like to take her on a vacation?
I mean, she's in South Carolina.
His phone died.
So
she's
she
in
is
South Carolina. Perfect.
She's right there. She's right there anyway.
Right. This is perfect.
Michael, she is going where we want to go. What's the name of it, Kylie?
Hilton Head.
Hilton Head, South Carolina.
South Carolina.
So say that again.
Hilton Head, South Carolina is where we're going to go on all the patrons. Everybody's leaving us.
She'll be back. Yeah, we're having a Russell Hantz show patron group trip to Hilton Head in April. So you and Julia should come.
He lives there.
Yeah, absolutely. She does live here. So I tell you what, let's us get through these 2 weeks. So it went from me being here for 5 days to being here for 20 days. So let us focus on this relationship and Christmas.
Are you staying? Are you in a hotel?
So I'm in a condo that her mother had a timeshare that she put us in for a few days, which is incredible. And then my youngest son and I will move over to Julia's house.
So you're in South Carolina right now?
Myrtle Beach. Yes.
Okay.
So you're moving to her house.
We are.
So you're going to be in the area that we want to do our the Russell Hantz Show Patreon party.
See, that's cool.
You're there.
So when are you doing that?
In April-ish.
Okay, April-ish.
I'm looking it up, how far they are apart.
Well, where are you at right now?
Well, you just put Myrtle Beach. It's pretty damn accurate.
3 hours and 43 minutes.
You 4 hours, 3.5 hours away, man.
Perfect.
Welcome back.
Hey, y'all. Sorry, fell off for a second.
Okay, so, I mean, we all want it to work. So, I know we want to be.
If y'all have a post-COVID wedding, I'm crashing it. I want to celebrate this matrimony and see Russell getting $300.
That would actually be a pretty cool Patreon party if we all went to Michael's and Julia.
No, but seriously, Cowboy, we're excited for you. And hey, on December 23rd of 2021, you have either found the love of your life or Russell's giving you $300. So,
China virus.
But it has to not be sex included because I can't promise that. But I will say this: I will at least get a kiss.
Ooh.
Okay. A kiss by Christmas Eve 2021.
You have to kiss her on Christmas Eve. Who doesn't kiss their? Who doesn't? New Year's Eve.
Hey, I am here for New Year's, FYI. So
who doesn't passionately kiss the one they love on New Year's Eve? It's like I'm sad every New Year's Eve because I don't have that person to kiss anymore. I'm sad, Michael.
You have Willie.
I can kiss Willie.
Well, someone might slide into your DMs, Russell. I mean, that's
They always slide in my DMs. I just ignore them. Maybe I need to start paying more attention.
Well, exactly. Your one
This
true love could be out there.
I'm thinking that they're all catfished.
Your one true love could be there.
Michael has given the reality TV stars hope all around the world.
Amen.
And the fangirls out there.
Right.
Yes. For sure.
Hey, Tony time.
Yes. Well, Cowboy, Russell, thank you guys for joining us. Thanks everyone who joined us live in the chat, and Russell, give Willie a shout for us. Thank him for coming on. It was a great time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, hit us with a thumbs up, and drop us your comments on Cowboy and Julia's relationship. What are you thinking? Is this a green light, yellow light, red light? What do y'all think? Drop us a comment on your thoughts, and we will see y'all next week to talk about MTV's The Challenge. In between then, y'all have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a great night. Cheers, y'all.
God bless.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.